Hey, it's Shawn the Book Maniac. Well, I had my second vaccination yesterday, Thursday, and I am fairly brain dead today, so no Friday reads. Let's see how tomorrow goes. There might be a Saturday reads. But I do have enough brain cells to put together some clips of some booktube viewing that I have enjoyed in recent weeks. It's not all of it is all that recent, but all of it I absolutely loved, and so you should watch the clips and then go watch those videos. Maybe I'll see you tomorrow, but I'll certainly see you soon.
I'm currently reading Hamnet, and I have a bunch of other books. I have The Nickel Boy, I have Assembly, but I'm not actually reading those books. They are there in case I don't read Hamnet.
Yeah.
I like to have, I'll often read more than one book, but if I've got, say, 3 books on the go, I'll have at least 6 books on my stand. That's what I do. A book moves from the bookshelf to my book stand before it gets read. It has to have 2 selections before it gets read.
Yeah, I feel like this is my TBR, but that's my currently reading / most likely to be read next.
Yeah, except...
Which is why it gets enormous, because I'm a mood reader, and every now and then I'm like, don't want anything on the nightstand, and then I go and get another book for my TBR.
Yeah, more often than not, there's definitely a bypassing of the stand going on, which is a problem, because then I feel like the stand books get, it doesn't matter. This is a long story.
Hey, give me some questions that you guys want to ask me about books, films, really anything. And we have about 3, maybe 4 here that I would love to answer, but I'm also going to get your opinion on it as well, since I think multiple different answers are really great. I'm going to let you guys know. We're going to read the comments, and we're going to go through it then. Does that make sense to you? Also, welcome.
Makes sense to me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming back.
Thank you for having me. I'm so honored.
Thank you for coming back. The first question is from Pedro Valenza, who basically
tables
asked,
within the dining hall, and he starts out at one, and he observes all the other patients and their idiosyncrasies, and this one woman who he cannot stand at the beginning slams the door every time he is trying to eat, and that slam just infuriates poor Hans, and so much time is spent observing the way he observes other people and the way they all categorize themselves. There's a table of Russians that's called the good Russians table. There's a table of Russians called the bad Russians.
The only light really was lamplight. So instead of messing with my ISO settings over and over, I just put it on auto and went at it. This entire wall, just about, if not even more so, was all bees. So I'll go back down here at this point and show you a little treasure that's in here. People familiar with David Foster Wallace and Michael Silverblatt from the interview in 1998 after Infinite Jest came out. It's one of the best interviews. And look here, built into this bookcase was a hidden doorknob, and this opens up to a closet that has been retrofitted with bookshelves in it.
Goldfinch is much more suited toward the soft boy crowd, since I feel like Theo's journey is rooted in this sense of being brooding and mysterious, to where ultimately, if I think about it, he's just a really angsty soft boy. So for the next offender on my soft boy article of clothing theory, we have the barn jacket. This often comes in shades of maybe brown or green with like a corduroy collar. So think of something like Carhartt, but not Barbour, because Barbour is too preppy, and slap on those wide-legged pants.
George Eliot's very worst news is her favorite book. and when she was a guest in this very room, in that very chair, well,
she fell asleep over it.
The look on her face was not very nice when I started ribbing a couple of George Eliot's more wooden books.
And I do hope you're not talking about Adam Bede.
We can agree that Middlemarch is a great book.
Yes.
Oh no. Don't give me that look. Don't give me that I'm not a fan of Dune because I'm finally taking spice. Wait, what? Yeah, you heard me. You're reading the book now because the brilliant, the most outstanding director, Denis Villeneuve, decided to make a movie out of it? So, what's the matter? What's the matter? Are you freaking kidding me? Remember that I recommended you that book last year and I thought, hey, you might have read it by now. And then the next thing I know, you're just reading it now out of the hype from the movie. Pathetic. But, you know, I thought we were Dune buddies. Dune bros. Now we're just...
Oh, she wants to whisper it to me. Virginia says it is just about the joy of fiction. There are no winners or losers tonight. That is very well said, Virginia. I'm such a dork.